Hi, it's Melissa with Messy Missy Creates. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do maybe a background or two, and then while I let it in my journal, and then while I let it dry, I am going to maybe flip through some magazines, and harvest a few things that I need in my journals. I've got a few days I want to work on at a time, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. I am several days, I'm actually about a week, working on about a week, the last week. Okay, I'm trying not to say I'm behind, but it is what it is, right? So was thinking about using my gelatos. I know that I would like some yellow. Actually, I have not used, let me use this dauber. I don't think yeah, I did. I used the yellow. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see what my other yellow options are. I have these Jane Davenport, the like lipstick kind of water solid. Nope. I haven't played with my gelatos in a while, and I have some baby wipes, so I'm gonna do that and let it dry. And then while I let it dry, I'm going to, I kind of hate to use my gelatos in my journal because they kind of are more of an art supply. But I don't need a whole lot of color. Let's see. I'm going to see how far that goes. So, what are you working on recently? What have you worked on recently? Are you keeping up with your journals? Are you doing any collaging? You doing any of the prompts or challenges? Let me know in the comments what you're up to. I went to well, yeah, this is not probably the best paper for this. It's all right. If it looks a little sketchy, it's okay. All right, we're gonna stop with that, and then I'm gonna see. This is not very smooth paper, so it's not liking. This is a day that I want a yellow background. This is a day that I'm going to use this image right here, because this is the Monday the 9th, I think. Yes, Monday the 9th. And unless I find no, I'm just going to use this because I think this is so cute. I'm not going to lie, I'm having a hard time. Sometimes I have a hard time using these book pages. They're just so cute. I love the images, but okay, so on this day, and I'm just going to do it. Just do it. Wait, do I want the whole? No, I don't want the words. Look, I'm cutting it out. Yay. Anybody else have a problem with that? I mean, it's obviously, I've already deconstructed the book, so it's not like, okay, good. And I was able to save most of that. I could have done a little bit better job, but I was able to save that image. So, do you use old book pages in your journaling? I think I'm gonna see what this does. And I guess I always feel like I have to color the whole thing, and I really don't. Yeah, didn't like being on top of that gelato, that's for sure. Okay, that's enough color for now. Not even exactly the right color. So anyway, on this day, I worked at the clinic. Well, I volunteer at a clinic, and it is a free clinic, and I'm still a little new in this front desk, and so it was the first time I had gone in and opened up, and we had some new students. We get the social work students from the local college, and they were brand new. And so one of them was there, or got there about the same time I did, and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead. We already had somebody waiting for their appointment. Normally we have about 30 minutes before the first one shows up. Gives us time to open up and get, you know, logged into our computers and everything. And so, but this day they had someone come in early, and I was trying to rush to get the computers going and up. And so I grabbed the student and I said, well, here's how we do this. This is going to be a kind of a quick version. And so we did this, and then somebody went, one of the other employees went out into the lobby. They said, well, do you want me to go ahead and let this person in? And I said, well, sure, that's fine. And she went, we're in this front row, or this, like the front desk has 3 windows. She went out this door that stays locked from the back clinic to the lobby. She went out, and then when she was coming back in, she's like, oh, I can't get back in. So I was like, well, here, push this button. I think this button unlocks that door. So we did that. Nothing happened, nothing happened. I said, well, here, there's another button under that second desk. Why don't you try that one? So she did, and nothing happened, or so we thought. And then something else happened. And we realized that that was a silent alarm button. It was not a button to open the doors. It was a silent alarm. So we, yeah, that's what we did. So then the police came because our phones were not on yet. Oh, look, these were some cards that I colored with my alcohol markers back in probably the fall of the year before last. Wow. I wouldn't have found them there. Okay, anyway, hey, we might use him today. What do you think? Pumpkins. Oh, I was going to do a fall journal. Okay. This was just an envelope that I'd put stuff in, and I'm trying to clean them all out. That one might work for that day. So, anyway, so in the middle of all of these now, there's many patients, and there's many employees, there's many staff, there's many, and then these 2 police officers come in, and the little student, she was just as scared as she could be. She thought she had done something wrong, and because we couldn't answer the phone, you know how an alarm company will call and say, are you, you know, was this an accident or whatever? Well, because our phones don't turn on until 8:30, we could not intercept that call, and therefore we could not tell them that it was an accident. So, anyway, they came. I felt really bad, but I took the rap, so to speak, and I told them that I did it, or that, you know, I mean, I had told her to do it. So, you know, in my mind, this was my, you know, I had done it, right? And, you know, everybody makes mistakes. It's not like anybody did this on purpose, but so, yeah, this was interesting. Oh, hey, this is fun. This is my daughter when she first started working on her bus. She converted a bus into a rolling tiny house. And this was her little baby. Anyway, this must have been, oh, look, see when you go through your old stuff, how much fun it is? You find stuff, oh, I can use that this year. Oh, what nice surprises. Oh, and a bunny. Look at that bunny. Okay, squirrel. Yes, definite squirrel. I'll use that on today or yesterday or whatever day that was I worked in the garden. Never dull your shine for someone else. Happiness in my pocket. Those are definitely from Pocket Journal Pam. I'm not sure what that's from. Oh, look. It's okay to have a bad day. Nothing is perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. So that's a big one for me. You're stronger than you think. Oh, that might come in handy. So I had found these 2 envelopes that were I knew I had set aside stuff for a previous journal that I hadn't used, and I already told you that I'm really bad about, you know, not cleaning out an envelope when I'm done with it. So I'm pulling out all this. Oh, look, I think this is where I had, yeah, I had gone and gotten paint samples, and okay. Well, that was a fun little unexpected trip down memory lane. Oh, here's a purple snowflake. I mean, who can't use that, right? So this wasn't, I didn't intend on finding such treasures, but hey, you know, if you find them, roll with it. Okay, this was not what I intended on doing, but I'm glad I found it. Oh, look, there's February. Is there anything else that, yeah, so I can put these in my February basket. Oh, that one I can put where that goes. So that's what I'm trying to do, little by little, and go through some of my, where I've separated them out, like I'm going to use it today or in this month's journal, which is a great theory. I really like that. No beauty shines brighter than that of a true heart. Amen to that. Yeah, this was definitely where I was doing a previous February journal. So good. I'm glad I found that, because I was already working on getting my stuff together for next month. I need to, yeah, that's getting almost time to do that, isn't it? Okay. Let's see, I'm going to put them all back in. So this will be stuff I use next month. Well, that was fun. Let's see, you are special. That's not February specific. Let's see, that I'm going to use. Good. I am so glad that I decided to go through that one container. Well, that's neat for a day that you're going to organize stuff. Except I turned on the fan and it all blew everywhere. Yep. Yep. All right. The stuff that can be used for any of it, I'll do in another, I'll put it somewhere else. But some of this is definitely a little more Valentine specific than I would use in a regular journal. Okay. And then the rest of it, I just need to put in my other pile. Alrighty. Yay. Looky there. One more little envelope organized. Or, well, I use that word lightly. A lot of this I got from a Target. Well, from like a Target ad. I do remember that. Okay. I haven't decided what I'm going to use to make my February journal, but I am going to really try hard to make it before February, because when you don't, you start off with that behind word that we try really hard not to use, but it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like me trying to vacuum these days. Okay, so that goes in that container. And all of these I'm going to put in here. So I have noticed lately that some of the organizational type videos get a lot more views than some of the other videos. So that tells me that there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as I am and trying to navigate and learn how to organize all of your journal paraphernalia. Out of all the crafts that I do, or different crafting, you know, creative things, card making, whatever, journaling, this type of journaling is one thing that I struggle the most out of all my other hobbies. I struggle getting, because there's so many things to sort, right? You have images, you have marker, I mean, you have all the regular craft supplies, but then you also have all these magazines, and, you know, do you go through and cut them out all at one time, or do you, you know, wait and, let's see, I'm putting those gardening things there. Have you seen my bunnies? See my little bunnies that sit here? Aren't they cute? Okay, so I'm going to kind of let that dry. That was like bright and early that morning. I have a Monday, that's a yellow, and then I will go back in and I will, before we end today, I'm going to let this dry a little bit more before I try to glue on it. Okay, so in the meantime, who wants to go through some magazines? Speaking of journal fodder, and isn't that beautiful? I really would like to go through and actually, I have some things, I know what I did over this last week that I'm trying to journal. And let's see, this is a January, it's from 2 years ago, but at least it's the right season. This is, I kind of have some things in mind that I know that I did over the last week, or I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. So even though I can't quite put it to words, I'll know it when I see it. But I don't have a cat anymore, but that's cute. But yeah, do any of you have good ways of organizing your magazines and are you one that when you get a magazine, do you harvest it all at one time and then get rid of the rest? Or do you like to go through and save it? And see, like this right here with all these veggies. See, I'm more inclined to save that for when, like, I harvest my carrots and celery and, you know. But if I pull it out of there now, am I going to remember it's in there, whether I pull it out or not? See, and then I need to do a glue book because I just love images like this. And I've never done a glue book. I want to. I always think I'm going to, and then I don't do it. And I just need to do it. I think I'm going to use this. There's nothing on the back. Like I said, I don't have a kitty cat, so I don't need that image. I think I am, well, I'm just going to tear it out. How's that? Seeing as how there's nothing else that I would really use it. I mean, I love the color. I mean, this would be a great punch or background or something. But I think on the days that I, you know, have gotten to like really work in here and journal and stuff, I think I might use that. Oh, how cute. One of the prompts is a zoo animal. I could use that, but I was looking for something a little more vintage than that. Yeah, there isn't necessarily a whole lot. I do like this. Okay, let's see. Well, okay. Make a habit of it. That is a great, yes. Whether you're talking about journaling, oh, distractions. Those are not my distractions. On Twitter, making lasagna, brushing the dogs. Those are not my distractions. Might use that. Okay. Oh, I ought to take that for days that my Wi-Fi is bad. I might actually use that one. So I'll use one or the other. But I have a whole container of, like, not a tote, but a whole container of magazines that I've got to finish going through. I love this. I saw this and I loved it. I love Balance, but I also love this. Of course, mine, I might have to put it on my, yeah, I probably will. I may have to put it on my page going like that. See, that's a great glue book thing too, but I might have to do it for a day that I go to the craft store. Yeah, can anybody relate? Sometimes I like using these as, yes, oh man, darn it. Well, I'm going to use it one way or the other. I love this, and I could use that somewhere in, like, as a background. But I love that, too. And those pesky squirrels. They ate all my broccoli. Squirrel. They ate all my broccoli. And, oh, that's cute. I had to replant my broccoli. What they didn't eat, the freeze got them, and I like that, but I don't need it right now. Oh, that talks about volunteering. Y'all, I am really enjoying this volunteer thing. I am so happy that I did it. It really gives me do a creative fridge clean out. Really lets me use parts of my brain that have not been utilized properly in the last however many years. And yes, I went today and I'm just loving it. See, I would use this one, but this isn't a January magazine, really. I mean, I'm in Florida and we don't swim in January, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's cute. Okay, there's still stuff in here I'm going to go back and use, but I'm trying just to pull out stuff I know that I will use soon, because if not, I'm going to end up putting it in another folder like this, and I'll find it 2 years from now. I know me well enough to know that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try really hard not to do that, but you know what they say about that road paved with good intentions? Yep. That's a cute background. Y'all, I might have to try a glue book. I just think it would be kind of relaxing just to glue stuff in a book. I'm sure that it's harder than it looks. You know, actually getting it to look like you see other people make it look. Anyway, okay, now that I have talked about 18 topics in the last 5 minutes, yeah, so I also found out that I might be able to do a live here soon. Any of you interested in doing a live? Or me do a live and you show up? If so, raise your hand. And I might not go through all of these tonight or today. And let's see. Which one? I know there's one. This is February. And there may not be much in here, but that's funny. This is an old magazine. It's like from 2017. Yeah, I'm probably not going to find a whole lot in here. Yeah, might not. I mean, you know, yeah, sure, you can use lotion. My skin was dry today. I put lotion. But really? I mean, some days, that's what it's like. Okay, those are frustrating to turn the pages in. I don't know why, but they are. This is kind of a neat magazine. It came with the Real Simple, I think. It has some pretty neat, I think the one that I looked at anyway has some pretty neat images in it. I think. Okay. There we go. Those are cute. This was me today. I was working on our waiting list at the clinic. Yeah, that actually might work. Let's see what's on the back. Okay, sometimes I also think I'm going to use these magazines, the ones that staple in like this. Sometimes I also think I'm going to use these magazines to make a journal out of, or a glue book. I don't have a staple remover, or I would just remove the whole staple. Let's thumb through this. Maybe I won't pull anything out. These have good, strong pages, too. Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting. This is very strong. It is slick, but I think it still could glue to it. I'm pretty sure this is like a millennial magazine or something like that, but oh, that's kind of cool. It does have some interesting, here's some CBD stuff, and well, I don't know. Women and the sea, women fishermen, yes. Or fisher people. Oh, these are neat. Generational Mama. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Pretty cool. I can do more for myself. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, maybe one more. Did we already do a Real Simple? What did we do? Yeah, we did a Real Simple. Let's try... I love these flowers. I love these, those are like Brown-Eyed Susans or Tickweed or something like that. That would be a good Valentine. But I'm going to try to make myself go through them maybe like twice a month or something like that, and see what I would use. Sounds like a good plan, right? I love the little Geico. I want to do a glue book with just the Geico. What is he? Lizard Gecko. That's it. Geico Gecko. But yeah, that would be good for... I love that porch. So, tell me what you think about, you know, doing a live. I was thinking about making, might be a good time to do it. I need to finish that junk journal. I still have not finished that. I did find my sewing kit, and I did find my microphone. I'm not even going to tell you where they were, because, well, maybe I don't remember. But, anyway, I did find those, so I can finish my... I can sew in my signatures and finish that junk journal and get started on... Oh, I love that. Yeah, see, it's not quite garden. I mean, I garden in the winter, but I'm going to save that for the spring. Anyway, I'm eager to get started on the... That's cool. On that Margaret Miller's Collage Weekly, because now I'm several weeks behind. But, you know, I'm getting out more now, and I'm happy with that. And so if I get behind on my journal because I'm living my life, then that's a good thing, right? I will just fill those pages with images that, see, like this right here, I love this. I just love that. I would just glue that right down in my page just because it's pretty to look at. Of course, the joy of pizza is, you know, Yeah, that sounds good too. That's so cool. So yeah, maybe when I get past this junk journal January and get back into the habit of journaling every day, because it is a you definitely get out of the habit in a hurry, and you forget to do a little bit every day, or you forget to get things from where you go, different places that you go. I grow this coneflower. Mine is purple though. This is a raspberry. Yep, I definitely am going to put this in my spring goat tote. Yep, this is definitely one that has plenty of good garden stuff in it. Oh, the cute little kitty. But yeah, so I was thinking about maybe doing a live and maybe finishing the journal on that. Well, I don't know. I already have some of it recorded. Maybe I'll post that part and then do the rest of it. Okay, I might be done with that. I know I still have more to do, but my fingers are tired of flipping pages, and you're probably tired of looking at pages. So let's look at what we already have. This little stool I sit on, it gets hard after a while. Okay, was there something that I was going to use right away? And I have to keep in mind too, some of these can just be backgrounds instead of feeling like I've got to put ink all over my stuff all the time. See, like that or that. Yeah, so the squirrels, they're biting the hand that feeds them, literally, because my husband and I, we take good care of these squirrels, and we feed them in our backyard, and we feed them plenty. They don't need to go in the garden and eat all my stuff. Never knew that squirrels liked broccoli anyway. Probably use that for a phone call. Of course, it's right there on the opposite side of that. And definitely, I think I'm just going to use this on one of the pages that I don't have a lot to put on. And I'm going to use that one in this month's journal, and I'm going to use that. So, okay, I do know that. So the rest of them I'm going to put in my little zipper pouch so that I know I'm trying to get like one or two to pull from. And then maybe, or like one to pull from, like for everyday stuff. Not my numbers and things, but the bigger stuff. And then I think I needed a number, didn't I? Let's see. Of course, it would be real easy to use that yellow one, but oh, it is a 9. Huh. Maybe I was supposed to use that one. But I think I just used one that looked like that. It's a 6, that's a 10. 10. I might as well go through here and do all of my pages, but I don't know why. I like to watch people do that. I watch Allison do it, and it's so relaxing just to watch her go through and pick out numbers, and that really doesn't match, and I think that's really a 6, but anyway. But yet, I think because I struggle with committing to a color before, nope, I'm not pulling those out. Don't you do it. Keep them together. And yeah, I think I struggle with deciding on a color that early in the month. And in reality, it just shouldn't matter. I should just do it anyway. Should. And now I'm shoulding on myself. That can be a 9. What do you think? Still doesn't really match. Matchy. Actually, it doesn't matter because I'm going to have several different. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't really want to separate these into numbers. I don't want that many little envelopes. But I think if I did do this once a month, it would be a whole lot easier. So, well, that's about as much as I want to plunder. What do you think? Okay. And the rest of these are going up. Oh, I know where I have more. Yay, you say, right? Okay. There's some I haven't cut yet. Because like I said before, when they're almost whole sheets, I try to keep them kind of whole until they get really spindly, and then I will, yeah, I also have these. I don't have that big of a variety of colors, but I think if I found this blue one, let's see. If I have a blue one, I'm going to use it. I have a green one. Eeny, meeny, miny. Of course not. Really? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, the 9s are 6s, and the 6s are 9s, and you have to, these are die cut, and you have to cut out all of them. They're all on one die, which is nice in some respect because it's easier to keep up with the dies, but it means you got to cut out all of the numbers every time, and you use more because the 6s and the 9s are one and the same, and then you use more of the 1s and 2s because of the because you're, you know, like on the 10th and the 20th, and anyway. Okay, I left some 10s and 11s out because I might go ahead and do some of those that I did not mean to leave out. See, if I do this yellow, it's just going to blend in. And I did not mean to leave those out. I don't necessarily like that one. And there's a 12. Okay, but I think this 9 will work. Yep. I'll put those back. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use that today. I don't know if I'm going to use that today, but I'm definitely going to use this if I can get it. And I didn't even look. That Monday was already out, and I'm using it. So, you know, there's nothing that says it has to go in the top. I could put it like right here. You know. Yep. Don't move it. And now for some glue. Let's get this in here. So I really love all of these old school book images. I don't know if that's from like the 60s or 70s or something like that, but I have a bunch of them and I love them, and I need to just make myself use them. But you know, when you love something, it's hard to use it. But if you're using it in a journal, you can go back and revisit it. You know, it's not like it goes away. It probably would be more readily available to go back and look at something that's in your journal than it is in some random book on a shelf somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, so I was a tad embarrassed at this point that the officers had to come, and I was thoroughly apologetic, and I told them, you know, I'm still kind of new. She's very new, just started today, and between the two of us, we did not know that that was a panic button. And they gave us reasons for why it's a good idea not to mark them. So I understand that in theory, but it would have been nice if we were told, right? So I'm sure that somebody was going to get to that at some point. Not sure if I'm going to use that on that day or not. So I just wanted to get that started. Trying to think of what else I did that day. Oh, I probably did PT. So I could go back and add that, because we know I have plenty of physical therapy things. But where I put them, I don't know. I don't know. That's words, and that's, oh, that should be in here. Where I just put these magazines. Oh, and filmed, and oh, I know what I did. Let's see. Need to go through that at some point. Ooh, I already printed those pictures. Let's see. I thought I put those in here, but perhaps I, oh, here's some. Okay. We might as well while we're here, right? And yeah, might as well cut this one right here. Oop. I'll cut her little hair off. And go ahead and take one of these. All right. This. Let's see. I'll take one of these. Put this back in there. Okay. Oh, missed one. Missed one. All right. So far, that's working fairly well. At least it keeps some of the loose clutter up. As long as I remember to put it back up, right? Just gonna trim this up a little bit. You know what I still haven't brought in here? Yep, you guessed it, my little garbage can. You know when I remember it? When I'm cutting off little bits and pieces. Of course I don't remember it when, you know, I first come in here and, yep. I'm wondering if I can get that partially under that 9 like that. Maybe that'll work. Never mind. Don't know if I want to use him, although he kind of matches the page. And I will cut that out. Usually by the time I do the clinic and then go to PT, I'm tired. I mean, physically exhausted. And I'm still building my endurance little by little, but it is, that's a lot. I know that other people do, you know, stuff every day and whatever, but when you're first rebuilding your, you know, your muscles and all of that, your muscles get fatigued easier, and it's a totally different type of fatigue than I'm tired. It's a spasmy kind of, you know, I'm done. Well, I might not be done, but my muscles say they're done. So it is definitely a, you know, definitely a different level of exhausted. All right, am I gonna regret this? Maybe. Do I care? Maybe. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yep. Yep, I am. And I need to go back to doing some smoosh stuff, because I like that organic look better than, you know, even if I take the daubers on a, that's what I should have done. Yep. Shoulda. That's okay, you get the idea. Let's see. And then I'll put this down here. And then I'm just gonna write. So that's gonna be done for the day. And if I don't go back in and write, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd like to have it finished looking, you know, add some stickers, add some whatever, but at least I got the high points. got the high points on here. So I think I might save that for today. All right, so that's that day. And then the 10th, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to speed up and do like the next couple of days, the 10th and 11th, just off camera. I might do the 12th. And anyway, but that's where I'm going to stop for tonight. And then the next time, unless it's the video that maybe I can get that junk journal finished, unless I do a live, I might do a live. It sounds like fun. I've never done one before. But this is that envelope. Remember I showed you this handful of videos ago? And I'd like to go through and straighten up and maybe cut out some more numbers or something just to get this to a more manageable level, because that just really is not working for me. So it's on my hit list pretty soon. So if you like the journal days, if you like the organizing days, I would love to hear, you know, which videos you like better, or which ones you don't like better, or don't like as much. So I'd love to hear from you. Y'all have a great evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.